Hi everybody, Laura here. So glad you're joining me. I got a couple of cutie patootie projects to share with you featuring this adorable Cottontail Cutie stamp set by Neat and Tangled. Just came out in their February release and she is something else. I mean, there's little girls dressed in bunny dresses. I mean, seriously, can't even get any cuter than that. Not to mention that adorable little bunny rabbit sitting there looking at her like he's begging for a carrot, which is exactly what I'm going to stamp. So I ended up making 2 cards. I couldn't stop at one. And when the images are so adorable like this, I don't really want to do anything too fancy schmancy like a distracting technique that competes with the images. I just want to keep it really clean and simple and let these sweet images kind of steal the show. So I stamped them with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I'm coloring them in with Copics. You can see my marker caps there if you want to know exactly what colors I used. But I think these would be fun to paint in as well. I know Debbie Hughes, she's so good at painting in her images. And I just tend to grab my Copics because I feel somehow like safer. I don't know, I got to dive more into the world of watercoloring. I'm a bit of a chicken. Anyhow, so I'm coloring in the Easter eggs, and you can see by all the marker caps, I'm going to town in the pastel department. So we're pulling out the pastels for the spring Easter theme. And even though right here and now we are covered in snow. So I'm having a little hard time transitioning into Easter mindset. But yeah, we're covered in snow. And here's what's going on in my neck of the woods. My friend that lives in my neighborhood, she has been asking me persistently to do this spinning class with her. Have you guys ever done spinning? You know, it's like the stationary bikes and you go into this room and it's hard. But here's the kicker. The class is at 5:15 in the morning. Yes, because she's a teacher and, you know, she's got to get her workout in before because after, you know, you're so tired, you're not going to get it done. So she goes in early and she's like, you got to come with me. You got to try it. And I've been about 4 times now. And it's taken me 4 times to actually have feeling back in my tushy. Yeah, that was painful there. But, oh, it's a good workout. Very good, very hard, challenging. Only problem is about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm ready for a nap. And I'm talking about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. When I get back from class, it's like a mad rush. It's still, the house is dark. No one's even up. It's like 6:15, and I got to go drag everybody out of bed, get them ready for school, pack the lunches, get them off to school. And then I'm like, by this time, I'm freezing to death. I got to go have a shower. I haven't even had a chance to have a shower yet. Have a shower. By the way, what I'm doing here is I freehand cut a little hill to make a mask. I'm going to just do a little ink blending. I'm starting with spun sugar, and that ended up being a little bit too light. So I ended up pulling out worn lipstick, and that showed up a little bit better. So I'm just making just a very subtle, partial scene, if you will, because it's not like it's not the whole background panel, just a little bit, little smidge on the left bottom hand side. And then on the bottom, I'll do antique linen just to make a bit of a grounding sidewalk hill, what have you. Just subtle. Now this is the other card because I'm doing 2. Couldn't stop at 1. For this one, doing a little cracked pistachio for the sky. So when I'm choosing colors for my backgrounds, I usually try to pick complementary colors. So on this card, the little girl was wearing the pink bunny dress. So I wanted something that would complement it. But so, for example, if she's wearing a pink dress, you don't want your background to be pink. That would be just blend right in. You got to have something that contrasts but also complements. You know what I'm saying? And then in the other card, she's wearing kind of a baby blue dress. So I made the background just a soft, subtle pink. Okay, so now since I used Distress Inks on Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock, I can't resist doing a little bit of flicking with the water. I just take my spray nozzle right out of my bottle and I flick the hose on it. I feel like I get tiny little droplets of that. It doesn't show up really in the photos, but in real life you can see it's beautiful. So now simply I'm just popping up my images with foam tape and we're just about done. All we have left to do is stamp our sentiments. But I mean, come on. Can we just take a minute and look at this adorable bunny? She's handing him a carrot, for Pete's sake. I can't even handle it. Many of you probably already know this, but in case you don't, Elena, I'm not sure if you say Elena. Down in these parts, we say Elena, but I think it's Elena from Just Me. She designs these, illustrates these adorable stamp sets. She cranks them out month after month, and I just think she knocks it out of the park. So way to go. Can I call you Elena, or should we say Elena? Whatever, potato, potato, you know what I mean? So now all we're doing here is popping up the panels with some foam tape, and we're done. Clean and simple and oh so adorable. Make sure you check out the Neat and Tangled February release. Lots of fantastic new products. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.